the Dallas Cowboys. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He's brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This one is right down Broadway.
Is good.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Cowboys.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
At his own 4-yard
Well,
line.
not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Complete to
A
number
big
36.
play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
30-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Nothing.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to number
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A real head scratcher there. Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
6 on the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Washington.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Cowboys nothing. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
9-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 9 now. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The running back again.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
30-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of
13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Number 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up second down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Washington.
And a give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now back to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Michael Brocker.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
First and 10.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Another carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This off over the middle, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They're going to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Room to run past midfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And again this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
34 on the carry. He was tackled at the 20.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Quickly here, and that's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Washington, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars.